What's going on, folks? Coming at you again, talking today about bikers and leather. Why do bikers wear leather? Is it a fashion statement? I don't know. Stick around. We're going to be talking about it, and make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because I have a very important question I want to ask everybody. So, a co-worker asked me the other day, said, what's up with the bikers? How come, you ride a bike, you got to start wearing leather? What's up with that? Why do always bikers choose to have that style? And I can tell you for sure that it is not a fashion choice, not at all. I mean, there are some fashion within it, but it's only within the confines of leather, the material. So you could get different colors and different styles and stuff, but it's got to be leather. There's three main reasons why bikers wear leather and use leather. It's because it has three big benefits. Number one is it's protective. It's a thick material, it's very durable, it's thicker and tougher than any material you're wearing normally. T-shirts for sure, even jeans, they get shredded up. Leather is going to protect you, in a slide, low speed or even high speed, it'll still protect you, because it's, it's thick and it's durable, but it's not going to protect you if you make impact. If you hit another car, if you hit another bike or the ground or whatever, I mean, those impacts are still going to be damaging. And I don't know if you've ever seen road rash, but road rash is horrible. I would not want road rash all over my hands and my body and everything. As you see, I have my leather vest on today, and of course the gloves, because I don't want my hands as well as my chest and back or whatever, if I do go down. Road rash is horrible, man. You can imagine a 2.5 foot scab on your back or your stomach or chest or something like that. You can't itch your nose, you can't itch your butt, you can't even feed yourself. So if you hit the ground without any leather on or anything like that, you are going to be shredded monkey meat for sure. The second thing that it protects against is the dreaded shirt flap. Some of you may already know what I'm talking about. If you're riding without leather on, leather is a stiff material. It's pretty firm. When it's on you, it doesn't flap in the wind. It just sits there and, helps the wind go around it. Well, if you're wearing a t-shirt, you get up to speed and the shirt starts flapping a little bit, flapping and flapping, at first you don't notice it, so it's just going slapping and slapping and slapping on you. At first it gets a little itchy, it gets a little irritated, so you itch it a little bit, and then you itch it a little more, and it gets worse and worse, and pretty soon it's just the most torturous situation. It hurts, it burns. So wearing leather also keeps that, that wind flap down as well. So the third reason is it's an investment, man. Like, the durability and longevity of leather is just it's remarkable. I mean, it's not like any other material out there. Everybody knows, that old garage, you look in the back and you may see an old, biker leather, sitting on the wall or whatever. And, the story most likely is, that was my grandfather's leather. He wore it when he raced, and, now I wear it, or, I wore it when I raced or something like that. And it's still on the wall, still in good shape, still able to be worn. And people are paying big money for stuff like that, I mean, the vintage look is in, so people are offering you, ridiculous amounts of money to, to buy that old 60-year-old leather that's just been sitting there. So it's a piece of safety equipment for sure, and that investment alone should be enough, to want to invest in safety to keep yourself safe. But also, it could be looked at like a family heirloom. Now, I'm a biker, so I look at it like, I would be happy to know that, when I'm dead and gone, my kids or my grandkids or whatever have my biker leathers sitting up on the wall, or using them, or giving them to the grandkids, like, here, you're into bikes now, hey, your grandfather wore this. It may have a bunch of rips on it, tears or whatever, but it's vintage. It has the character there, so it's somewhat of a family heirloom too. I mean, if you're a motorcycle, fanatic like myself. So the big question, though, we're getting to the big question. The big question is, what do you compromise when you're out riding? Now, it's a hot day today. I didn't wear my jacket. I don't have the leather jacket on. I have my gloves. I have my vest. I am riding in sneakers, though. which doesn't protect the ankles. However, you know, it's hot, you know. I mean, I know riding with a full out race suit on, you know, full leathers head to toe, that's the best protection you can get for yourself. And some people may feel, hey, that's the only way I'm going out. But there's no way at all I can sit here in the city, driving through city streets, 90 degrees out here, and I'm in full leather. I'd be soaking wet inside of that thing. So it's not practical. So we all make these compromises. I'm curious to find out what you guys compromise, though. You know, what will you compromise? What won't you compromise? How far does it go? I've seen people out here, you know, stunt ride. We got a lot of street fighters out here, so there's a lot of stunt riders, and they're with nothing but t-shirt and jeans, sometimes not even a helmet, you know. So that's just crazy to me. I wouldn't ride without a helmet. Although, you know, in Pennsylvania there were short stints where, you know, we rode without a helmet, you know, low speed. But I'm trained in New York, man. Like, I don't feel right without a helmet on. I need a helmet to protect my head. So but you know, obviously stuff like that I can't compromise in New York. But sometimes I compromise the gloves. Sometimes I just go out with just the vest on. Sometimes it's just, you know, jeans, t-shirt. But I adjust my riding to it, you know. Like, every time I do that, I have to know, okay, I'm in the city, I'm going to be going under like 40-45 miles an hour. So I adjust to my compromise, you know. I'm not going to go long distance with that stuff on. If I'm going long distance, I'm going to be fully geared up, leather jacket, gloves, you know, if I have my riding pants, boots, whatever. You know, just because of the distance and the speed involved and stuff like that. So in my mind, you know, I'm always watching for what, you know, people are doing here in this city. People drive like they have no idea what they're doing, so you always have to be ahead of that anyways, no matter where you live. But those are the compromises that I make. Like Jeff, he won't even compromise his gloves. He'll compromise everything else. He'll go down to the vest, he'll go down even sometimes without a vest, but will not compromise the gloves. He just is not going to risk his hands being tore up. You know, and that just is something that he don't want to compromise. You know, I compromise sometimes with some things. I've ridden with shorts on, I hate to admit. Compromises are made by everyone that rides. So I'm just a little bit, you know, curious, wanted to get some feedback from you guys to see, you know, how much you're willing to compromise, or do you not compromise at all? So leave a comment, guys. Thanks for riding again. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really does help. Live free, baby.